Hey, it's Pastor Kyle. I wanted to share briefly with you some thoughts and some resources for our upcoming practice of solitude. First, the resources. Just uh, Practicing the Way has created the companion guides that go along with each one of the practices. And so this is the practice of solitude. And you can find this on Amazon, have it shipped right to you. It's really nice if you like to have actual paper copies when you do things like this. It provides places for you to have notes. It has the different exercises and things that help us follow along from week to week as we go through the practice. If you don't want to pay for it from Amazon, there is a PDF digital copy that you can have. You can print it yourself and put it in a binder, or you can upload that if you have like an e-reader or a Kindle or something that allows you to upload it to that. You can also upload your PDF and use it that way. That's what I like to do. Also, Practicing the Way has suggested or recommended reading that goes along as a supplement to the practices. And the book for the practice of solitude is Ruth Haley Barton's Invitation to Solitude and Silence. I can recommend anything by Ruth Haley Barton. I believe she is a fantastic guide and for spiritual formation and discipleship. But this particular book is fantastic. Invitation to Solitude and Silence. And so pick up one of those as well. You can get that on Amazon, have it delivered to you. You can get an e-reader. It's also available in Kindle. But pick those resources up. And I just wanted to share briefly about a recent experience of solitude that I endeavored to go into. So this time of year, every year, the vestry leadership team of our church, we have a retreat together. After the retreat was over, I decided to stay at the house, at the retreat house, and have some solitude. And I want you to know that it was quite difficult. Sometimes solitude and silence will come easy, and other times it will be quite difficult. And this one took some time. It was quite difficult to get into. My mind started racing about all of the different things that I needed to do. I wanted to distract myself with my phone. I wanted to study for sermons. I wanted to read this or that book. There was so many things. My mind was going on like, how can I be productive? And then my mind went to like, how is this even fair for me to be here seeking solitude, being by myself while Courtney is with the kids? There's so many things that I could be doing to be productive and efficient. And it was so hard. Eventually, I kind of like settled down and was able to sit at the end of the couch and just think and pray in silence. But it was hard to get there. So many things are bombarding our minds with from trying to be productive to feeling like we need to accomplish something. And this is what led me to want to share with you from the foreword of Ruth Haley Barton's book. It was written by Dallas Willard. The foreword was written by Dallas Willard, and I just wanted to share a simple paragraph with you. Spoke quite a bit to me. Dallas Willard says, solitude and silence are the most radical of the spiritual disciplines because they most directly attack the source of human misery and wrongdoing. To be in solitude is to choose to do nothing for extensive periods of time. All accomplishment is giving up. Silence is required to complete solitude, for until we enter into quietness, the world still lays a hold of us. And now these next two statements are what really got me. When we go into solitude and silence, we stop making demands on God. It is enough that God is God and we are His. And I think that speaks so much to kind of like why we feel like we need to be so bombarded, so connected, so informed, that we actually move into distraction. We need to accomplish things. We need to be productive for the purpose of being accepted. And God, as God, accepts us perfectly, Right? We are His. It is enough for God to be God and for us to be His. And that's the goal of solitude. That's the goal of silence, that we can begin to break away from these chains of distraction and connection and be completely connected to God. And that really spoke to me. I hope it speaks to you. If you haven't had the opportunity to register for the upcoming practice of solitude, go ahead and do that. You can find it on our website. But pick up these resources, the companion guide and the recommended reading. And I'm really excited for us to get started with the practice of solitude. Until then, I'll see you soon.